Hey there folks, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while since we've done a video and I'm really excited about this particular route for Train Sim World 3. It's just been released today. This video will probably go out on Saturday though, but yeah, I just wanted to cover this one because it's one that I've been really looking forward to playing, particularly because it's set in the 90s. It is a German route and it's not really, we haven't really covered a great deal of German routes on this channel, so it's kind of interesting to do that now. I think it's a good time for us to do that. And as you can see, we are going to be checking out the BR110DB. I do want to do a video based on the BR103 at some point as well, but the 110 is the one that we're going for now, just because simply the route is slightly shorter, and I want to do a fairly short video just to get us started so we can take a look at this particular route. And yeah, we're just going to go for this. This is the name, so I think it's Linke Rheinstrechke. Please do let me know if it's something more like Linke Rheinstrechke or something like that. I think the German pronunciation is slightly different to the English one. So what we'll do is we'll just click on the particular route. I'm going to go kind of mid-morning sort of run. And I want to go for a fairly short one. Something that takes us into Frankfurt I think is going to be ideal. So we'll go with this one. It's about a 13-minute run. It's about quarter to midday, so not too bad really overall. We're going to use dynamic weather. And we'll get started. And we'll just allow the game to load in. And what I will say is I've been playing this a little bit off and on as the day's gone on. I have had a few other things to attend to today, so haven't had a great deal of time to be able to enjoy this route. But as you can see, we're going to get started. I'll just take a quick look at the train to start off with. So yeah, I'm going to be using a combination of mouse and Xbox controller. We are playing on PC, and this one is the Train Sim World 3 version, which is available through Game Pass. So what we'll do is just jump back into the cab, and what we'll do firstly is just slot in the reverser handle. We'll switch this baby to forward, and I think what we'll do is get the doors open. We'll open the left doors like so. Okay, so those doors are open, and as the passengers are disembarking and embarking, what we'll do is we'll just put in the brake key, and I think the dynamic brake is actually applied at the moment. I think we'll look to release this brake. We might need to put a little bit of dynamic on there. There we go. Direct brake, sorry. So the direct brake is on just to hold us in place. The dynamic is fully released. So we are able to actually run now if we want to. So we do need to be a little bit careful in this train, especially with the power application, because we do have wheel slip protection applied, which means that if we do apply too much power and the wheels start slipping, we end up in a situation where, unfortunately, the power just cuts off. And we don't want that because it's a bit of a swine to get started again. There's a number of things that you've got to do. What we're going to do is get the doors locked. So that's done nicely. And we are now going to release our direct brake. So 100% released there. And we'll start to apply a little bit of power just to get us rolling. Little blast on the horn. As you could hear there, it was kind of a very high-pitched horn, this one. Get a little bit more power on, get us moving. As you can see, we are being kind of cautious to apply the power. It's nice and steady just to get us rolling. We don't want to do too much wheel slipping, that's for sure. But our pantograph is in place nicely. And just to mention as well, guys, if we just go at the other end of the train, as you can see, this is another way of driving. If you were to go at this end, I can't remember the name of this unit now, but on the back here, you may be able to see there is a cab where you can control this unit from the other end. Kind of like the American style trains in some way, in terms of being able to control the train if you're going in the opposite direction from the cab end. A cab in the passenger section, if that makes sense, and have the locomotive unit pushing from the back. So we're going to jump back in the cab. So you can hear that electric engine now coming into full play. Just apply a little bit more power just to keep us rolling. We are going slightly downhill, so I'll just ease off now again. Got a 60k speed limit, which is now increased, so we'll just power back up again. Hopefully we won't get any wheel slip action here. You want to apply the power sort of sparingly. You don't want to just go nuts because that wheel slip protection, as I say, will cut in and cause you a few issues. So even when the speed limit's so high, we just want to be cautious to apply the ampage carefully, just to take it nice and easy. As you can see, we are going quite nicely now. I do think this route will be refined as time goes on to give us a little bit more of a smooth experience. Just switching to the dynamic brake control for when we do want to slow down. I will say the dynamic brake is particularly strong in this train, which is good because it means that if you get a red signal you can stop really quick. Hopefully we won't have too many issues. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the signals, that's for sure, because you can get caught out, especially with these routes being a little bit on the busy side. And we are approaching fairly high speed now, just to get a bit more power on. So 28 is the maximum setting here. If you take a look down, you'll see that we're on full here on the wheel control. The other locomotive that comes with this pack does have a different acceleration control, which I'll show you when we do cover that one. As you can see, we are doing a pretty good job of flying along right now. Just ease off on the power. We are breaking the speed limit ever so slightly, but it should come down now a little bit. There is a tiny bit of a performance issue with this route, a little bit of stutter. I think mainly due to the scenery. As you can see there, just a little bit of frame stutter. My PC actually isn't being hardly used at all to run this game, but yeah, it's still suffering a little bit with stutter, unfortunately. We are now passing a freight train there on the left. If we just take a look at our route, just zoom out. We'll see where we're going. We are heading over there. And yeah, what I will say is most definitely enjoying this route so far. The other loco, I think personally, is a little bit more to my taste, but this one certainly is no slouch. Nice and powerful. This is the one that they use for the freight runs, and as you can see, there's plenty of brakes available, plenty of controls here on the desk. I'll just switch to mouse control for a minute, keeping one eye on the signals. But you've got the usual acknowledgements available, the European style acknowledgements. You've got a tractor motor fan that you can switch to high. You may hear that, you might hear that there. We'll leave that switched off for the time being. We've got an air compressor which is on. We've got indicator tests. We've got cab heater, cab heater desk. We've got the pantograph controls, main circuit breaker, which obviously if you open that circuit breaker that cuts off the electricity. We've got sand options, wheel protection, brake release. We've also got the seefer controls. We've got desk light, which is only really a very small thing compared with a lot of the modern locos. Signal lights, which are currently normal. Master and instrument lights, which are currently on. We have got the door control over here, and we've got the emergency brake valve, which is currently released. We've got a seat control down there, and then over here I think so we've got a contact signaler option. And we've got obviously the handbrake. And then behind us we have the usual array of fuse switches, various things. I'm just being careful not to accidentally press any of these. We've got cab lights there. But as usual, these things really not something that you're really going to play with every single time. And we've got pantographer's rear up there. There is also a door here, which actually not this side, sorry. It's not letting us even open that right now. That's odd. It was letting us do that before. Oh, it might have been the other loco actually, where it allows you to go and see into the engine room, but it's very limited. If you've played the played with the latest American locomotive, the high-speed one, you will notice there as well that you can't exactly go into the engine room. It's very limited to what you can do and what you can see back there, unfortunately. We just stayed nicely under the speed limit. We've got about 3 minutes to go, 3.5 minutes to go to reach our destination. And about 3.2 kilometres to go. I guess we could speed up really, couldn't we? We could be running a little behind, although we are breaking the speed limit now, which is just chopped in, which I was not paying attention to. We'll apply a little bit of dynamic brake. We have got another speed limit coming up for 80 k's. I would like to use that one actually, but I'll tell you what, we'll release the dynamic. We've got driver's brake, there we go. So that applies not only the driver's brake but also the dynamic as well. And I would like this to work a little bit quicker than what it is. We'll just release that now. By the time that brake releases, we will have lost quite a lot of speed. Although we are coming to an 80k spot now, so we'll just release the speed a little more. Get a bit more braking on. A little more, and then release before it kills all of our momentum. There we go. We're just under the speed limit nicely there. We are going to be stopping here though, by the looks of things. So. This is going to be a fairly quick look at this this route, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Look at the state of this fog now we've just come into. You barely see anything. Be interested to see our stop here, which I'm squinting to see here, to be in all honesty. We have got a red signal, so I'm going to get a little bit more brake on here, even if it means slowing down considerably, because yeah, we don't want to be running no red, that's for sure. Coming in fairly nicely now. Not too sure what that mark is up there, whether that's signalling a red. Not too sure, to be honest with you. We're going to stop a little short here by the looks of things, if I'm not careful. We are on the station platform though, so tell you what, we'll just stop maybe. There we go. I'm grateful it allowed us to actually stop there, because sometimes it doesn't let you. We'll get the doors open. And I think this should be it for us guys, although we'll wait and see how we've done. I'm imagining we've probably got a silver for this one, due to the speeding little instance there. If I can move this camera into a better position. I guess we could have stopped a little further down. I'm imagining that that's a red signal, although I could be wrong, of course. Yeah, I'm not too sure what that black mark is in the distance there. But our red signal's here, so yeah, interesting nonetheless. Anyway, let's get the doors locked and see what we're doing. See what's happening now. There we go, so we've ended that one nicely. Let's see what we've got. Silver medal as expected. We'll maybe give that another go. As you can see, if you look over to the right hand side of the graph there, we did break the speed limit quite considerably, just through me talking through the controls and not paying enough attention to what's going on. But we will take a look at the other loco as well. Please do let me know if you enjoyed this video by hitting the like button, and let me know in the comments section. I really hope you did enjoy it. And I want to catch you guys further down the line for more Train Sim World action. Thanks, guys. Take care.